I'm on my second, by the way, I'm on my second cup of coffee. We talked about how I grabbed 3 cups from your machine upstairs. I just drink a lot of coffee. And I spend a lot of time actually at, I've been working from home as a writer, consultant kind of guy. And I found recently that one of the problems of working at home is that you can look down at your watch at the end of the day and say, hey, it's 5 o'clock. I haven't been outside since Wednesday. So I have been making it my business to try to work outside the house. And what I found is that I have a number of potential offices wherever I go, anywhere in the country. And that is, it's Starbucks. Because they have Wi-Fi, they have chairs that are comfy. You're one of those guys. I am one of those guys that people don't like because I sit there and plug my computer in, I use their Wi-Fi, and I spend hours. But I have my local Starbucks that I won't say where because I don't want to get so busy that I can't get a chair. But the people are wonderful. They're all my little barista friends now. They make coffee. They know when I walk in now. They know what I get. They have this thing that's a home. It's an individually brewed thing now. They have in some of the stores, some of the Starbucks. It's called the Clover machine. So it's like a French press, but it's like a $17,000 French press. It makes an incredible cup of coffee. But you have to use all the Starbucks terminology now. So I go in and I say I want a Clover, but it's not just a Clover. I want Verona, which is the coffee, the bold version of the coffee, and the size is, and I don't know where they get the Venti. So I'm ordering a Clover Verona Venti, and all I can think of now is Klaatu Niktu Verona. I'd say. I'm thinking of the day the Earth stood. Niktu, is that it? Yeah, that's all I can. So that's my. See, I have my tureen of coffee.
I'm not a coffee drinker anymore. I just drink tea, and I love it. But that's the difference between you and me. I'm not in the mood to learn a new language. I'm going to go to Dunkin' Donuts and say, give me a small regular. And that's it.
You learn the terminology. First of all, it's the tall, which is the smallest one.
Yep.
The tall is the smallest. I don't understand that. The tall is the smallest. The grande, meaning grand, is the middle one, and then the venti is the big one.
Okay.
And I pointed out. I think there was a chapter in my book where I was talking about coffee, and I think at one point I pointed out that is the official terminology of sizes. So if you think the Grand Canyon is spectacular, you ought to go to the Venti Canyon. That, my friend, that is a canyon. No, they now have a new size. Starbucks now has a new cup size for their iced coffee. We don't stop at the 20-ounce Venti now. There's a 32-ounce. I think it's called the Trenti. Which is it's like 32 ounces.
A cup of coffee that size should come with a porta potty. It should come with a direct link. Because how are you supposed to make it out of the store to the office?
Well, actually, to keep it stable, there are little guy wires that attach to the. It's
with lights. Because of the airline.
They don't want planes flying into them. Okay. I think the next size. I think they're coming up with a size called the Grosso Profundo.
So you're in there for how many hours? You're one of these.
I'll be 3 hours.
Now, what about the poor person who wants to come in and read the Herald, or pardon me, they wouldn't do that at the Starbucks. No. Read the Wall Street Journal or Boston Magazine. Who wants a table?
There's enough turnover there. There's
they make turnovers away.
But what's nice about it is that they really hire very nice people. My thought though is, I mean, they operate like a well-oiled machine. I have never seen a group of people work as well together, and I think that they just hire these people and they leave at the end of the day and they all live in a communal house. and they make dinner together of broken scone casseroles. Yeah. And but they're my little barista friends.
I've not been to Seattle, but I've heard that it really is an amazing, almost like a Disneyland of coffee with Starbucks. What do you know anything about Seattle?
Only that I think that right now they have Starbucks there is actually a Starbucks actually located inside of a Starbucks.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So it's a double
It's
espresso.
a double, right.
Okay, back to you, sir. Take another swig.
I'm on my second. This is my second copy of the and the problem is when I come on the air, I'll have a lot of coffees to keep me awake while I'm on the air, and then it takes another 2 or 3 days for me to eventually fall back to.
We have about 3 minutes or less, and you were mentioning to me that there
I
are
think
certain
every
people.
Starbucks has the same strange people. I mean, there are the regular people who come in, which I hope that I am one of those. But then you have the characters. And my local Starbucks, for instance, has a couple of people who they're just interesting to watch. Not necessarily fun, but interesting to watch. And one is, have you run into these people who go into a place like a Starbucks and they have a conversation, generally on a cell phone, and they do not have what we might call an inside voice.
Yes.
They have the outside voice.
I'm actually one of those people. I cannot
Really?
be quiet. I cannot. I'm heard everywhere. But go ahead.
And I just want to say, turn it from 11 back down to 4. So that's the one annoyance when that happens. The second annoyance is there's one person who I see frequently, a person who hangs out in the local Starbucks. And how can you be in a Starbucks, create a pile of debris, and not, I don't know, toss it in the waste can before you go out?
Oh, you've got to clean your area.
Well, Starbucks, they don't really bust your tables. I mean, try and they'll clean up, but they really expect if you have 12 wrappers and 7 cups and you're dropping crumbs and you have a newspaper, that drop it in the waste can on the way out. So that was. But the strangest was the man with the very bad feet.
The man with the very bad feet.
Yes, there are these comfy chairs that have a little hammock, a little hassock. What's it called? And the guy took his shoes off.
And he put them up on the hammock?
He put them up on the hammock, the hassock. I think the little ottomans.
Hassock. Yes.
And they were not just feet, but they were reptilian feet.
That's not. Well, first of all, that's very gauche to do that.
It's beyond gauche, but they were just really. They were the kind of feet that you want to say, these are hideous. I must look away. I cannot look away. I was repelled and drawn to their ugliness at the same time, and then I realized they were within 8 feet of my food.
Oh, feet in front of your feet? Oh my goodness. Well, listen.
Do you know what I have from Starbucks? I'm what we call special. I have a gold card. They send me if you take up enough space there, they send you this card. It has my name on it, and it says that I've been drinking too much coffee since 2008, and it's gold. So when I have I don't know if it allows me to cut in line, but the one thing that I have discovered about they give me free refills, and beyond that, there's something that I just found out. And that is, in their basement there is it's a safe room bomb shelter, and if there is ever a nuclear attack, the people that Starbucks saves are the people with the gold card.